What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I have some mid gameplay in front of you guys today. It's Modern Warfare 2. Someone asked in the comment section of a recent video, like, how do you not have Modern Warfare 3 gameplay? It's as simple as I don't have a PlayStation. I don't know how that's a difficult concept. If he means more so like, why didn't anybody send me one? That's not really a question for me. It's kind of a question for the viewer base, but at the same time, I'm not like expecting anybody to. So I just wanted to address that. That was a funny question, and I was like, yeah, I don't know, it's kind of odd. It's like, are you attacking me, or is it like, do you think I'm not a real COD fan or something like that because I don't have a PlayStation anymore in the year 2023? Yeah, I don't know. That's I'm sorry, I guess. I'm sorry if you're offended by that. Anywhoosies, let's talk about today's video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Okay, I've been posting videos pretty often these days, and once the beta comes out, I'll be launching videos, guys. Pretty much, I'm hoping for every day from like pretty much now to the end of the year. I'm hoping for that. Can't guarantee it, of course. There's going to be stuff like holidays that come up. I'll probably take like Thanksgiving and Christmas off, but yeah, I'll be uploading very often, giving my honest takes on my thoughts on Modern Warfare 3, because Sledgehammer Games, they're not the best dev studio, but they are better than Infinity Ward. I will easily say that. I will say that night and day, anytime you want. They are not better than Treyarch Games. I will say that, but they are better than Infinity Ward. So we're in for a decent year, at least. I'm hoping. At least I hope that they'll be listening to the community, and that's going to lead me into today's topic. I want to understand why Sledgehammer Games can make these changes and talk to the community literally ASAP, literally whenever they want, apparently, and Infinity Ward plugs their ears and goes Ghost Protocol radio silent as soon as the game is like launched, right? I'm really hoping that Sledgehammer Games does not go the Infinity Ward route where they simply stop responding, simply stop reading, tweets and stuff from their consumer base. I really hope that that does not happen. I would be insanely sad if it did happen. But as you can see from today's tweet from the public Sledgehammer Games Twitter account, or X account, I guess, Sledgehammer Games writes, "Weekend 1 of the Modern Warfare 3 beta has come to an end. We'll be back on Thursday, thank you, with the highly anticipated return of High Rise, debut of Cutthroat, and more expected throughout the weekend ahead. Until then, we'd like to take a moment to thank you all for your feedback. Our team is hard at work on further improvements for Weekend 2 and beyond. Later this week, you can expect an update on some of the top concerns we've observed, including but not limited to operator visibility, slide timing, and spawn selection." For those of you guys who know, and if you weren't paying attention for the first like 2 minutes of the video, I'll just say it again. I have not played the beta yet. I don't have a PlayStation, and so I don't have gameplay for it. But basically everything I've heard, I've been keeping up with a lot of YouTubers. I've been keeping up with everything on X. It's going to take me a minute to get used to saying, but I've been keeping up with a lot of content creators on X. I've been in the DMs with people who've been playing the game. And literally the only 3 things that people say are issues is, okay, there's a couple things. They say the visibility is bad, they say that the streaks are boring, and they say that they need more map variety, which is fair in a beta, right? You're only getting 3 maps. They don't even have High Rise or Rust yet. I think they just got Rust, actually. But yeah, they don't have High Rise. It's literally like 3, maybe 4 maps. I get how you'd be bored if you played that for like an hour, or even 3 hours, something like that. I get it, If you played for like 8 hours, I really understand how you'd be bored. But that's gonna change when the full launch comes out, right? Obviously, because we're gonna have 16 maps at launch. Thank you, Sledgehammer Games. I don't know how that's such a novel concept. I get that they're all remastered, so it's not like there's anything new technically coming out, versus like Infinity Ward and Treyarch have been making new maps, quote unquote. I guess Vanguard, there was a lot of new maps as well, so that's cool. But basically, this is really good because of the concerns I've heard. Literally slide canceling, like people like the slide canceling, but they wish it was like smoother or something like that. Again, haven't played the game, so I'm just going off hearsay. Operator visibility is a huge thing that I've been hearing about. Just people shooting at their teammates all the time. Teammates shooting back at them, not shooting at enemies because you think they're teammates, and enemies walking right past you. Like, I've heard it all. I've heard so many aspects of this. Just visibility. I don't know what I was about to say there, but visibility and like operator skins being all relatively similar is like one of the biggest concerns at the moment. And it's cool. They're changing it. They are making, actual differences, and they're listening to the community, because if I haven't even played the game and I'm hearing these things and Sledgehammer Games is basically changing these things for us, it means they're listening to the vast majority of the community, which means hopefully they will going forward, right? The thing they mentioned is spawn selection. This is big as well. Sometimes it's like oh, it's as easy as, oh, these are remastered maps. Like, how can, you know, how can you have spawn issues? Well, it's not as simple, right? Like domination, that makes sense. We played domination and team deathmatch for all this stuff. But, you know, for instance, kill confirmed, we've never played kill confirmed. I don't think it should change much more than TDM, but yeah, technically we haven't played kill confirmed. We haven't played hardpoint. This new mode cutthroat, we have not played on, you know, all of these maps. So I understand why, you know, some certain spawn issues can't be, you know, as easily fixed. At the same time, Sledgehammer Games technically never worked on the original Modern Warfare 2 2009 maps. That was a job by Infinity Ward, which is now Respawn Entertainment, actually. So I understand how, like, it's a new concept for them, even though it's technically not. I'm not like saying that's an excuse or anything like that, but I do think like the beta, I know a lot of people say it's like a demo or whatever. I do think that the beta is a time for for developers to listen to feedback and actually just change things. Yes, they have a vision for what they want. They try their best to hear the community, but obviously at the same time, it's their game. They want to do things their way. And so sometimes not everything's going to work out exactly how they want it to work and exactly how you or I want it to work out, right? If, you know, 50% of the player base is campers, 50% is the slide canceling YY, you know, bunny hoppers. Yeah, if you make a game cater to one, like super cater to one, the other side is going to basically drop off, right? So it's difficult to please both sides. I really don't think there's any way to actually please both sides. I think Sledgehammer, Infinity Ward, and Treyarch all have like kind of, I guess, just trouble doing that, and I don't really blame them. The COD community is very, very fickle if you haven't been aware already. But yeah, I just want to say that it's really good. It's really good news that Sledgehammer Games is listening this early. I understand that it might not continue because, well, let's face it, if Sledgehammer Games is willing to listen now, as soon as you buy the game, they could easily just drop off communication, drop off X, and just completely pull an Infinity Ward and not listen to the player base, not do anything the player base wants going forward, right? If we think that the spawns are still bad in December, they don't have to do anything, right? We already paid for the game. And so I'm concerned about that. I don't think it'll necessarily happen because a lot of their money nowadays comes from bundle purchases, and guess what? If people aren't liking your bundles, they're probably, or if people aren't going to like your game, they're probably not going to keep buying bundles for it. I say probably, but at the same time, Modern Warfare 2, Vanguard, Cold War, I'm sure sold a ton of bundles. So at the same time, I can't even, you know, say that with certainty. But hopefully, you know, hopefully Cutthroat is fine. Hopefully, you know, they make these actual changes and we see these in the next upcoming beta. I'm hoping that, you know, by the time I get my hands on the beta on Thursday or Friday, whenever I end up actually playing it, probably Thursday, hopefully a lot of these things will be changed, right? Hopefully Cutthroat is actually like a fun mode. I believe Search and Destroy is coming to Weekend 2 as well. We obviously know High Rise is coming back. Very excited for that. It's looking like a good year for Call of Duty, you know? At the end of the day, we're going to have decent maps and I guess a good amount of weapons. I don't know for sure. I've heard that some people said that like the beta is not inclusive enough when it comes to weapons and streaks. Hoping that the streaks are good, but at the same time, I'm not like someone who lives and dies on the streak hill. You know what I mean? Like I'm not the best player in the world anyway. I enjoy running around getting kills anyway. So you know, honestly, you give me UAV, counter UAV, and like advanced UAV or VSAT, something like that, I'm pretty much good to go. You know, I don't really need like a VTOL or a chopper gunner. I don't need to sit in the air for an hour. That's not really why I play Call of Duty, but I understand how it's fun and why people go for those kind of things, you know? Anyway, that's pretty much for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't have a whole lot else to add. I am curious to know your thoughts. I know there's a lot of people out there saying like, oh, you keep neglecting SBMM, just wait till it catches up to you. What do you want me to say about that? You know what I mean? I'll probably make a video on SBMM when it happens to me and how it sucks, but what do you want me to do? Just not buy the game because SBMM, like we know SBMM is coming to the game, right? We know SBMM is in the game. Maybe they'll tune it down, maybe not, but it's like saying like guns are going to be in the game. You know, you kind of know it at this point. There's nothing to like really explain or like, I don't know. There's nothing to really like counteract. You know, I can fight through SBMM. I can't really fight through bad maps and bad game design and no movement. Like that is a little harder to fight through, but SBMM, I don't love it obviously, but I can do my best to fight through it. And I feel like you guys can too, to a degree. I'm not saying reverse boost, but I'm saying like you'll get used to it. You know what I mean? It'll suck, of course, but it's just something you got to get used to. You got to play with. So yeah, that's it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Okay, we're on our way to 10K. I'd really appreciate if you guys could subscribe if you're new. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully Maybe there'll be one tomorrow, maybe not. But for Thursday, Friday, like, you know, as soon as the beta drops, I'll be pumping out videos, and hopefully we can stop watching this Modern Warfare 2 gameplay. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in later. Have a great day. Peace, and peace.